Two little boys were known troublemakers, stealing everything they could get their hands on, even from the church. One day, a priest stopped one of the boys and asked, "Where is God?" The boy shrugged, and the priest repeated, "Where is God?" The boy ran out of the cathedral, crying to his home, where he hid in a closet. Eventually, his brother found him and asked, "What's wrong?" The crying boy replied, "We're in trouble now. God is missing, and they think we took him." A proud and confident genius makes a bet with an idiot. The genius says, "Hey idiot, every question I ask you that you don't know the answer to, you have to give me $5. And if you ask me a question and I can't answer yours, I will give you $5,000. The idiot says, "Okay." The genius then asks, "How many continents are there in the world?" The idiot doesn't know and hands over the $5. The idiot says, "Now I ask, what animal stands with 2 legs but sleeps with 3? The genius tries and searches very hard for the answer, but gives up and hands over the $5,000. The genius says, "Dang it, I lost. By the way, what was the answer to your question?" The idiot hands over $5. A young man goes into a drugstore to buy condoms. The pharmacist tells him that the condoms come in packs of 3, 9, or 12. And asks which ones the young man wants. "Well," he says, "I've been seeing this girl for a while and she's really hot. I want the condoms because I think tonight's the night. We're having dinner with her parents and then we're going out. Once she's had me, she'll want me all the time, so you'd better give me the 12-pack. The young man makes his purchase and leaves. Later that evening, he sits down to dinner with his girlfriend and her parents. He asks if he may give the blessing and they agree. He begins the prayer but continues praying for several minutes. The girl leans over and says, "You never told me that you were such a religious person." He leans over to her and says, "You never told me that your father is a pharmacist." At school, little Johnny's classmate tells him that most adults are hiding at least one dark secret, so it's very easy to blackmail them by saying, "I know the whole truth." Little Johnny decides to go home and try it out. Johnny's mother greets him at home and he tells her, "I know the whole truth." His mother quickly hands him $20 and says, "Just don't tell your father." Quite pleased, the boy waits for his father to get home from work and greets him with, "I know the whole truth." The father promptly hands him $40 and says, "Please don't say a word to your mother." Very pleased, the boy is on his way to school the next day when he sees the mailman at his front door. The boy greets him by saying, "I know the whole truth." The mailman immediately drops the mail, opens his arms and says, "Then come give your daddy a great big hug." Assistant asked her boss, "Sir, can I have a day off next week to visit my mother-in-law?" Boss quickly replied, "Certainly not." Assistant said, "Thank you so much, sir. I knew you would be understanding." A man walking down the street sees another man with a very big dog. The man says to the other, "Does your dog bite?" He replies, "No, my dog doesn't." The man pats the dog and has his hand bitten off. "I thought you said your dog didn't bite," said the injured man. "That's not my dog," replied the other.